Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to do a review on a game called Project Hospital. Now, as well, always through it, all of my reviews, you can just skip to the last 5 minutes or so of the video if you only want to hear what I think about the video. Otherwise, stay tuned and I will just be giving you my running commentary as we play the game, and then hopefully by the end of the video I will be able to tell you if the game is worth the asking price. Now, the asking price for the base game is $25. Then there are 3 DLCs. Two of them cost $6 and then another one costs $8. So in total, the price of the game, along with the DLCs, is much closer to $40 or $45. So that's something to consider. It's basically the same like Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster or Jurassic World Evolution, anything like that, where the base game costs not so much, you know, the base game costs $30 or whatever, and you can totally play the game, you know, the game is totally playable, the base game, for $30 or whatever. But if you add all of the DLC, then the game costs much more, you know. Then the price starts to get up to $40 or $50. With Planet Zoo, for instance, the base game costs like $40, but there's $65 worth of DLC, which is pretty insane, you know. So fortunately on this game it's not so gratuitous, but the game is only 2 years old. Planet Zoo is older, so it makes sense that there's more DLC for that game. But the reason why I bring up Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster and games like that is because this game is pretty much competing against those games, because it is a management sim. So instead of managing a theme park or anything like that, or a zoo, you are managing a hospital. Now, if you're old enough, you would have played Theme Hospital long ago. I mean, Theme Hospital came out, I think, in the early 2000s, and I played a hell of a lot of Theme Hospital. It's quite a playable game. You can still today play Theme Hospital. The graphics are not much worse than this game's graphics, and it's quite a competent theme, a sim hospital management game. And I'm pretty sure Theme Hospital by now costs like $5 because it's such an old game. So this game is basically exactly like Theme Hospital. It's simply much more difficult, I would say. It is quite a difficult game. It's not super easy. It's not like Theme Hospital, Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster or anything like that, which is quite easy. This game is quite difficult. So I've already played a couple of hours of the game, so this isn't like my usual first impression reviews. The first problem that I have with the game is that the game does not have a borderless full screen mode. That's one problem that I've been seeing in quite a few games actually, and it's really quite irritating. There's not really any other problems that I have with the game right now. I think really the biggest problem for me right now is the fact that it doesn't have a full screen borderless. You can't change the graphics at all either, but the graphics are very, I would say, minimalist. There's not a lot going on in any way, so we don't really need to worry about the graphics or anything like that all that much, you know. So I'm gonna start a new sandbox for you guys. I could go on the campaigns, but I will do a brand new from the start so that you can see the building and all of that stuff. You can choose like pre-made hospitals, but no, I'm gonna start a empty game. You can also choose the basically mode where you build and it doesn't cost any money, but I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, let's start with that. Then you guys can see exactly how you start out. It's almost like Sims. In fact, the game has quite a few similarities to Sims 4 and games like that, where you can just like start out fresh. You start with a little bit of money, but otherwise than that, you really have to build up your hospital, make it profitable, all of that kind of stuff, just like you do in pretty much all other city management games like Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster and stuff like that. What's that other one? Roller Coaster Tycoon, you know, those kind of games. So the loading times for maps takes a while, but once you're done with the loading, there's no other loading that is really left to do. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on explaining the various things, because let me tell you, the game is quite complicated. It's not a super straightforward game, so I'm not gonna waste time on explaining all of the different stuff, because yeah, it's quite complicated, to be honest. So first thing you need to do is place your foundations. One thing that I don't like about the game is the game does have pre-made things over here, like you can place them, but you can't place them before you have foundations. So that's pretty irritating. So I would like to just place them here, you know, start building my hospital like that. But you have to do the foundations first, I believe. Let me actually try it. It says there at the bottom, this prefab can be placed here with extra cost for foundations. Let's see. I actually have never tried that. Usually what I do is I place my foundations, then you go into this building mode. Where is it? Over here. And then you can start making either operating room or whatever you want to do. But there are a whole bunch of prefabs here which basically feature all of the stuff that you would possibly require. So let me just see here. I don't believe there's anything bigger than this one. In fact, let's take this one. This one is a little bit more versatile, I think. So we're gonna make our entrance over here. Like that. Yeah, just there. Okay, so yes, it does place the foundations. That's good. I learn something every time I play. Just because, like I said, the game is quite complicating, you know, so it's not like you will have to play for quite a while to figure out everything that there is to know, you know. Then you place a restroom. So there's various buildings, like you have to have a waiting room, you have to have a restroom, you have to have doctors' offices, Then you have to have the different departments: cardiology, surgery, radiology, virology. Like, there's huge amounts of content to this game actually. So we will place the bathroom here. That's fine. And then doctor's offices. Where are those? Just have a look. So you start out with $100,000, by the way. That one or this one? Or this one? That one has a lot of unnecessary clutter. This one looks fine. This one looks a little bit bare bones, to be honest. So let's go with this one. Just rotate it so that the door is on the right side. Another thing that I really don't like about the game, in fact, this is probably my biggest issue with the game. Like, if you think about, for instance, Sims, in Sims 4, and in fact all of the Sims games, you can simply rotate, or no, not rotate, you can simply move walls. In this game you can't move walls. Like, if you click there, you can't move the walls. Like there, I'm clicking, you can't move the walls. So in Sims 4, you can simply click on a wall and move it outward or move it backward, and the game handles the rest. In this game, the construction, like overall, the construction mechanic really needs a lot more work, to be honest. It's really quite irritating not being able to simply move the walls. I actually want to put a different wall in here, so let's undo that one. I want to put these, I believe. Yes, that looks fine. I will color the walls later. For now, I'm just leaving them white. You can also color the walls of your hospital. Okay, for that I need foundations. That's fine, I understand that. So let's put foundations there. And then as well, do we need it on this side? Well, I think I'm gonna want to have some stuff like a common room is pretty good. And place that. Let's rotate. How do we rotate again? I forgot. Okay, well, we can do that. That's fine. Common room. With the entrance on that side is fine. Just like that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm also going to allow entrance from both sides, simply to make the buildings more efficient, you know. Let's just put down the walls a little bit. Okay, so I can't enter from that side. That means I want to move that one. You see, like, I can click on that and I can click on that. Okay, there we go. You just have to click on the right place. There we go, that should be good. Now I can place the door over there. So you can enter from the left side or the right side of the corridor. Since I'm going to have a corridor over here and a corridor over here. Let's go back to the prefabs. I have a common room, I have a restroom, I have a doctor's office, on-call room. Yeah, we need one of those, I guess. Oh, I don't have that one unlocked yet. Okay. Then we need surgery, obviously. That one looks okay. That's not the right one. Come on, where's the surgery? Okay, but I don't have that unlocked yet. I need more nurses, apparently. Common room, cleaning closet. I guess I need one of those. Like that should be fine. I can actually place it more over to this side. Yeah, that's 2 spaces, that's fine. Just like that. So usually what you can do is, like I said, you can place foundations using this tool. Then you can place your walls to the building. Then you need to assign a role to the building, to the room. So you assign it a restroom or a waiting room or anything like that, and then you have to outfit it with various things. Like I'm gonna outfit this waiting room in just a second. Let's put a nice glass door on this one. I actually want a double glass door, but I don't think I have the space for it in this waiting room. But that's fine, we will make it a single glass door. Then we need a queue machine that simply helps you to get your people flowing more efficiently. Info screen, you can place that there, or actually above there, that's fine. And then we place a couple of vending machines. So let's place a coffee vending machine, a normal vending machine for snacks and stuff. We already have a water dispenser. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all that we were missing in this room. We can place more vending machines if we really want to. Like another one over here. Oh no, let's put it like this. And another one over there. Just in case the vending machines get a little bit too busy, you know. So then we're just gonna close up here. Why didn't you build over there? Okay. And then we need this to be a corridor, like that. Then we need doors. I'm gonna place some nice big doors over here, like that. That's gonna be the hospital entrance. Just finish that over there and there. Okay, so now the front part, you can see that's gonna be the front part of my hospital. We should probably also just put a couple of paving stones here. I believe this is the correct one. I need foundation in this area as well, apparently. Oh no, I don't want it like that. Yeah, just like that. That's fine. And then we take the floors. Why can't I build it there? Okay, well, whatever. Then we switch over to this side of the hospital again, since we need a couple of rooms here as well. The doctor's office, restroom, common room, cleaning closet. We have all of those. We need general surgery. We're gonna take the big one. Just like that. I actually want to leave space for another corridor over here. So there we go. I'm gonna do it like that. So that there's another corridor over there. Okay, general surgery we have. Anything else that we really need? X-ray room, that's pretty important. We're gonna need that. Then, yeah, all of these cost quite a lot. I think I'm gonna stick with the X-ray room for now. All of the others cost quite a lot. We should already be able to get most things done with this setup already. Yeah, just like that. And now I can basically fill the rest of the place with foundation. Like that. Like that. Okay, and then we need walls. Fortunately, the walls don't cost too much. There we go. And that's basically going to be our starter hospital. It should be all. Then you go to management. Not accessible for patients. Why isn't it accessible for patients? What are you talking about? You see here it says not accessible for patients. Okay, so let's first assign the different rooms, since a lot of these rooms aren't signed yet. So how you do that is you click here at the side, waiting room, and then you need to assign that as a waiting room. Okay, so now it's a waiting room. Now it should be fine. Then we go to the management again. It's still showing up as red, but it really shouldn't. Restroom. That's a restroom. Cleaning closet. That's a cleaning closet. Let's have a look here. We are gonna assign a common room over there. corridor. All of this is a corridor. As well over here. That's fine. What else? Waiting room. I already assigned the waiting room. Don't know why it's still showing as 0 for some reason. Then we need to assign doctors to all of the rooms. Let's just put this here as well, since you need to assign a waiting room and a rest room for each and every one of your rooms, basically. Every one of your departments. Then you get a night shift and you get a day shift as well. So day shift doctor, this is the basically diagnosing department, I guess you could say. So the patients are going to come here from the waiting room, and then they are going to get diagnosed by the doctor. So let's have a look here. Let's save quickly. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna reveal the perks of these guys. We can see each and every one of the doctors have perks. Some are good, some are bad. So usually the perks are hidden, but you can pay $1,000 to reveal those hidden perks. So this guy is pretty bad. Germaphobe is bad, alcoholic is bad, unpleasant is bad. His stats are good, but his perks are gonna make him terrible to deal with. Early bird is good, depressed is bad. Depressed is bad, diagnosing genius is good. Alcoholic is bad, germaphobe is bad. So all of these guys are pretty fucking useless. Like, holy crap, they are very useless. So you can do a character editor to create your own doctor, basically the perfect doctor, but it costs $10,000, which is pretty insane. So we are not going to do that, obviously. So now that I know the perks of the doctors, I don't believe that the perks change when you reveal them. I believe it stays exactly the same. So if we reveal once again, yes, we can see that indeed all of the perks stay the same. So I think I'm gonna take this intern to start out with, since to be honest, all of these other ones are pretty useless. I mean, this one is okay, this one is slightly better, but the diagnosing genius is a pretty good one to have in this diagnosing room. So, and we're certainly not going to pay $2,500 to unlock different people, you know, a different set of doctors, since you can refresh this list for $2,500. So we're not going to do that. So insurance management. Right now at the beginning you can't get any good insurance, to be honest. So I'm probably going to have to go with this cheapo care. Let me just see here. If there's not anything better. Open clinic at any specialized department. Specialized department. I believe the x-rays are considered specialized department. So let's just then quickly have a look at the other departments. This is the X-ray place. So let's see what doctors we can get here. Once again, we're gonna do the same as what we did earlier. We're gonna save so that we don't waste money. And then we're gonna reveal the perks. That's good, that's bad, that's good, that's bad. So too good, too bad, that's good, and that's good. That's good, that's bad, that's bad, that's good. So to be honest, this guy would be the best to take. Radiology isn't so good. I ideally would want one with better radiology. But overall, that's pretty good, actually. So she would probably be the best bet in that department. So Brooke Harris, we are probably going to take over there. And then I need a surgeon as well. Let's look at the available surgeons. Good, bad, good, good. Good and bad. Good, good. Good, good, good. So this one would be really good to have in the night shift. So perhaps I want to put her on as the night shift person. And then I need one for the day shift for the day shift. This one is bad. Long commute is bad, but the other two are good. So this one is actually pretty good overall. So I think Sarah Young will be good to have, even though this one has two good perks. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be super good. So I think we take this one, the top one for the night shift, and then this one for the day shift. Okay, I think that will be pretty good. And then we need internal medicine one as well. Okay, so let's first do that before I forget which choices I made. So over here, we go there. Okay, day shift. So day shift, we chose this one. And then night shift. Night shift at specialized clinics needs night shift. Night shift at specialized clinics needs night shift at emergency. Oh, so I first need emergency. Okay, that's understandable. That's totally fine. And then over here, we chose Brooke Harris. That's fine. And then, okay, waiting room. That's your waiting room. And a restroom. That's your restroom. We need to do the same for this one as well. Waiting room. And that's your waiting room. And a restroom. That's your restroom. Common room we also need to assign. That's your common room. Corridor. I really need to assign the corridor for each and every building. That's pretty irritating. But fortunately it doesn't take too long. Just like that. That should be good. Cleaning closet. That's the cleaning closet. Okay, so you are happy now, hopefully. Then radiology, we need to do the same. You see, I don't understand why all of this can't just be automatic, you know. I don't think it's necessarily laziness on the part of the devs. I mean, they could have programmed all of this into the game where if there is an available waiting room, then it automatically gets assigned to that specific department that needs a waiting room, for instance. But I think they did it either out of laziness or simply they want to make their game more quote-unquote difficult. But now I have to spend a couple of minutes to assign the rooms, like the restroom and the waiting room and the common room, all of these different departments, whereas it would have been much more easier if they simply did it themselves. Now I see that I'm fucking unassigning these. Yeah, look at that. Each time I unassign these, I'm unassigning it to the other departments. That means I need to set it as a shared place, a shared thing. How do I do that again? I forgot actually. But I think the rooms will be shared in any way. I'm pretty certain it will just basically be shared. So like this place, I don't have a restroom, I don't have a waiting room or anything like that assigned, but the patients will just use the restroom when they need to, they will just use the waiting room when they need to. That's all fine. I don't know why it shows here like quote unquote an error, and this thing constantly flashes, but that's no problem. I don't believe that will be any problem at all. So I think I have all of my places staffed now, do I? That place is staffed. That place is staffed. That place is staffed. This place isn't staffed. Internal medicine. That is... Which place is part of internal medicine? This place. So we need a good doctor over here. Again, let's do the saving trick in order to save us a little bit of money. Every dollar counts. We'll reveal that. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's good, good, bad, bad, good. No, that's good, 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 bad, and then good, bad, good, good. So there's actually two here that have the good boss designation. And that's actually good. Having the good boss designation is good. But I believe, once again, that is not shared throughout the different departments. So if I take this dude and I make her a chief doctor, and then I go over to internal medicine, then she is only the chief doctor of that department, not of the entire hospital, for instance. So that is something to keep in mind. But like I said, the good doctor, the good boss thing is good. Those stats are bad, bad, good, and okay. So this one has the best stats out of all of them, but she is a germaphobe. This one has 3 good stuff. Is pretty good. This one also has 3 good stuff, but 1 bad thing, even though that bad thing is not bad, like not very bad, to be honest. And then this one has one bad thing as well. So honestly, all of these doctors are pretty good. Now the only choice is which one do I want. I'm leaning towards this one. This one will be pretty good, I think. The top one, Susan Thomas, I think will probably be the best. Her stats aren't as good as this one, but she will learn. She will learn on the job. So let's go load once again. And then we go here, we go there, and we assign Susan Thomas. So now that should be good. That place is staffed, that place is staffed, that one is staffed. And yeah, I don't see any other problems, to be honest. Yeah, we can choose that one as the head doctor, this one as the head doctor. This place apparently can't have a head doctor. Then here we choose her as the head doctor. And I believe we are ready to receive our first patients. Everything looks fine to me. I can maybe get another restroom, since the restrooms might get slightly congested. But overall, I don't think it's gonna be a real problem. So let's save one last time and then we can basically start. So you just basically go to game mode. We need insurance. So you choose your insurance over here and you get rewards based on what insurance company you choose. Some of the more rewarding insurance companies, like this one for instance, requires you to have 9 working departments. This one requires 5 ambulances and so on and so forth. But this one isn't too bad. 100% coverage, that's good. So we can take them on. And then you simply need to treat 1 patient per day at any specialized department. So that's like, for instance, the radiology or the internal medicines place. So yeah, I think we can start. They will start to send patients to us. Now, the game allows you to play in 2 different ways. You can either let all of the patients basically get treated by the doctors, or you can treat the patients yourself as well. Treating the patients yourself is much better, since you can then especially if the doctor's how can I say, diagnosis isn't very good, then you can make the right decisions. I think I'm gonna need another doctor's office actually. So let's quickly see how much does a doctor's office cost. Let's see here, doctor's office 6,000. Okay, so that's not gonna break the bank. I can actually afford one of those, and we can place it over here, even though it's gonna cost more with the foundation costs. I need to keep that in mind as well. The foundation costs can get quite insane. So yeah, you see it now. I have not a lot of money left, but it should be fine. So we take that, we put a chart over there. We can put it maybe over here somewhere. Where can we put it? Okay, not anywhere over there apparently. Okay, we can put it over there. And there's no equipment table. We need a equipment table perhaps. Even though there's not a lot of space around here. Okay, we can put it over there, I guess. Okay, now my chart board is not working as intended anymore, but we can put it over there. So now I have one extra doctor office, and then let's go there, and then I can assign a doctor. Now we just quickly have to do the same exercise as we did previously. Save. Let's look at the perks. That's bad, bad, good, bad, bad, good, good, bad, bad, good. So this one is okay. Long commute is bad, but good boss is good. So I think let's take this one, Linda Lopez, and then I will assign her as the boss thing. So we will take Linda Lopez for this place. Linda Lopez, and then we will assign Linda Lopez as the boss. That's fine. So yeah, now I at least have another place that can diagnose, that I can use for diagnosis. So the way how it works is patients come into your office, and then they get interviewed by the doctor, and then you need to think of a remedy, basically. What could it be? So contact dermatitis. So for that they recommend antihistamines. So we will assign antihistamines to the patient, and then we can send them home. Then we have this one over here. They will conduct the interview. Have a look here, still busy. Okay, so the interview is conducted. Let's do a physical examination. And it is contact dermatitis, so we will issue antihistamines, and then we can send the patient home. Okay, so I completed my first patient, and for that I get $20,000 from the government. That's good. And I'm done with that patient as well, so we can send them home. This place needs a chair. Why isn't there a chair in this office? Did I somehow delete the chair, or what's going on here? Let's go to build mode. Have a look here if we can get a sofa. What does the other place have? Yeah, the other place has a sofa. So we can also then probably place a sofa here. Or just a regular chair even. Just like a normal chair. Just so that the patient has somewhere to sit at least. Put it there. I think that will be fine. And yeah, that should be good. Now at least the patient shouldn't need to stand. Okay, so where were we? Already gave that one antihistamines, and then she will be sent home. Now we are on this one. So, like I said, you can let your doctors deal with the patients and just hope that the AI of the game makes the right decisions, or you can take the initiative and tell the doctors what to do, basically. So here it can be tapeworm or a lung infection type thing. So let's do a chest auscultation. Auscultation. That's a very weird word. Okay, the chest auscultation didn't reveal anything. So let's do a physical examination. I want to take over this patient as well, actually. So, abdominal pain. Tapeworm, 100%. So we say that it is a tapeworm and then give antihelmintics, whatever that is. And then they can be sent home. Then we go back to this guy, who is busy getting a physical examination. Okay, the physical examination didn't reveal anything. Let's do a abdominal palpitation. Insurance company can be contacted. Okay, so that revealed either 50% tapeworm or hepatic fibrosis. Now, this one requires antihelmintics, and this one requires corticosteroids. So you can see that I can't just give one thing. Like if I give antihelmintics and it turns out that it's the corticosteroids thing, then that's gonna be pretty brutal. So we need to do another test then. By the way, all the more tests that you do on patients, the more uncomfortable they become. So that's one thing to remember. You can't just do a shitload of tests. You need to basically be certain as quickly as possible in order to avoid giving too many tests, because the patient actually gets irritated. Like here you can see discomfort. With every test that you give the patient's discomfort grows, and if it gets too much, then they will simply leave, and then you get no money. Okay, so I still don't know. I have done all of the tests that I can do, but I don't have the correct stuff. I need a technologist, which I don't have. I don't know where to get a technologist. Where would you get a technologist? I'm assuming that's in the blood department. Let's go to building quickly and see if there's not like a blood department. Not certain which one. Cardiology, infectious diseases. Where would you get a technologist? I wish the game just had like a place where it says technologist or whatever, you know? Because now I'm not too certain. Internal medicine. But I already have an internal medicine place here. Yeah, that's my internal medicine place. So it can't be that. I'm really not too sure where the technologist would be. Let me do a quick Google to find out where you get a technologist in this game. Okay, so I found out what a technologist is. A technologist is basically someone who works with high-level technology stuff. So MRI room, CT scan, sonar scanning, stuff like that. That's a technologist. But these rooms cost quite a lot. 60,000, 45,000, stuff like that. You know, so the technologist department, I guess I could say, is something that I'm not gonna go into now. When I paused the recording, since I can pause anytime that I want, to just save you guys time, I accidentally pressed the wrong button and I ended the recording. So I actually played a bunch after I just quickly Googled and saw what technologist is before I actually realized that I had literally stopped the recording. So as a consequence to that, you guys unfortunately missed out on a little bit of gameplay. I, as you can see, expanded my hospital a little bit. I built a pharmacy over here, study room over here, a nurse office over here, and a couple extra doctor's offices. But otherwise than that, not much has changed. You guys missed maybe 30 minutes of gameplay, but I literally was not recording during that gameplay, so it can't be helped, to be honest. But yeah, my first day shift is now over. Now I am into the night shift. The night shift is something completely different from the day shift. There's a couple different mechanics that come into work in the night shift. Not much different, but you get sent different patients at night. Basically, that's more or less how the night shift works. We can actually have a look here. I believe there should be a wiki article on the night shift. Let's pause and have a look here. Is the night shift anywhere? To be honest, the tutorial system is a little bit lacking. It honestly can definitely be fleshed out a little bit more. The game has obviously, like I said, been out for 2 or 3 years, so I doubt that the devs are really going to do that. They're not going to invest any development time into making a quote-unquote better tutorial, but still, it has to be said that the tutorial system is lacking in this game, and that's bad because the game is quite difficult. It's quite complicated. There's a lot of stuff that you need to be told, and the tutorial system simply does a pretty bad job of telling you all those different things. So I just want to see here. Okay, ambulance. I don't need an ambulance right now, I don't think. But you guys see here, like there's nothing really that I can see that would tell me about night shift. So once again, like, I'm not getting any patients right now. I'm supposed to be getting at least a couple of patients, but I'm not getting any. So let me quickly do another Google to just see why I'm not getting patients at night. It would have been cool if the game actually told me why, but the game isn't telling me why. So let me quickly have a Google. Hopefully this time I won't stop the recording. Okay, so through the wonder of internet forums, I was able to deduce that many other players are also having the same questions as I am, and they say that the night shift literally just covers ICU patients and patients who have had surgery that have to stay overnight. So there's really no use to have a night shift until you have gotten a little bit later into the game where you have ICU patients and people like that, you know? So yeah, unfortunately I hired these 2 people for night shift, hoping that there would be some patients and stuff like that, but it seems not. But I do believe they will be getting some experience. 20% lower insurance payments. Well, that is not fun. For 2 days. Well, that sucks. Can't I avoid it? Let's save and then just see if I can't avoid that. And no, I don't believe I can avoid that at all. So that's unfortunate. I will just have to bite the bullet and basically ride it out. I'm gonna get 20% less income for the next couple of days. Oh, who is this? Rotate. I actually got someone to come in during the night. According to the forum posts that I read, that actually wasn't possible. Okay, that's hay fever, antihistamines, and sneezing. Yeah, let's give him everything basically, and then we can send him home. Here comes another one. Itching. Let's do a skin test, skin allergy test. Wow, the skin allergy test didn't turn up anything. That's weird. Let's do a physical examination. Okay, athlete's foot. Wow. Not a single one of those things that they showed there was the eventual prognosis, which is not very often that happens. Okay, let's see. Lung problems. It's, although 2% on everything is very low, so let's start the physical examination. The physical examination, to be honest, already cancels out a large amount of the different possibilities. Okay, nasal cavity inspection. Okay, common cold. So for that we just give rest. And nasal drops, nasal spray. Well, he has a headache, and he has a fever, and cough suppressants. We're gonna give him a whole bunch of stuff. There we go. Not a lot of money, only $80, but you really only make money, the real money, from the big operations and stuff like that that you get. Like if you have to do a surgery or anything like that, then you get a large amount of money. You can get several, even tens of thousands of dollars through a surgery. Let's do oral cavity inspection, even though influenza will be with the nose. Let's do a nasal cavity inspection instead of an oral cavity inspection. And it's sinusitis. So, like I said previously, simply by you taking control and selecting the logical diagnosis procedure, I mean, out of the 6 different ones that there was, if you select the correct one using logic and a little bit of medical knowledge by going through the possible diagnoses, then you can save yourself a lot of time by simply having one active examination done instead of doing all 6 of the possible examinations, you know, and that way you simply get the patient out of your hospital much quicker with a lot less downtime, so that the next person can get served much quicker, you know. That's one thing that I like about the game, the fact that you can take control and you know, actually not just like many other city management games or theme park management games, just let the game do it all. You know, you can actually basically take control and get the stuff actually done, you know. So I think now my doctor should be coming in, so an x-ray of the lower limb should be available pretty soon, but let's do the physical examination. Yeah, that didn't help, unfortunately, like I thought. But my x-ray person wasn't in yet, so that is why I rather did a what do you call it first? A examination first. Okay, so who was that? Who was it just now that didn't have a clear diagnosis? Oh, this guy over here. I didn't even notice him. So okay, antifungal ointment. So both of these, the athlete's foot and the nail fungus, is treated by an antifungal ointment. So that's easy. You simply give him the antifungal ointment, and even though you don't know, it could be 50% athlete's foot, 50% nail fungus, since the one treatment covers both possible diagnoses, you're still in the green, you know. Okay, let's check out this guy. Let's have a look. So that's lungs. Let's do a chest osculation or whatever that thing is. Wow, that was quick. Okay, that didn't help. Oral cavity inspection. Okay, they uncovered something, ankle contusion, and that can be treated by a numbing ointment. And then he has pain, we can give painkillers for that. And well, it's just a contusion, so I don't think he needs orthosis for that. I think that's fine. And then we can send him home. Okay, now the people are starting to pour in here. Okay, that still didn't find any causes. Let's go with the next one, physical examination. Okay, that didn't help either. Neck palpitation. This one is really difficult to find the cause of. Holy shit, still not. Okay, let's do a temperature measurement then. Like with this case, holy shit, I've done 5 different evaluations and still I don't have the correct thing. Let's do blood tests. Oh, there's another guy over there that I didn't even see. Okay, chickenpox, antivirals. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, still not. Holy shit. Let's do evaluation. Okay, chronic fatigue. Finally, after 7 different evaluations, we finally stumbled upon the correct one. So recommendations, and does he have inflammation? I don't think so. Let's just give a rest and that should be fine. So yeah, we made it through the first day and through the night. So you guys were able to see the different stuff, the different cycles, I guess I could say. And yeah, that's basically the game, guys. You start out, like I said, almost like Sims 4 or any of the Sims games. You start out with a small budget and you just have to make it profitable and grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, I mean, eventually, like, this is just what I have right now. Eventually you will be able to have this entire area as your hospital, and then there's multiple floors, multiple levels to the hospital as well. I mean, we can quickly save and then I can show you guys the big hospital, like the really big hospital, and then you can see the actual like almost scope of what the game can actually reach. And I mean, I haven't had in this video a single trauma case, a gunshot wound, nothing like that. So you can see here you have like a level there, for instance. Like, I mean, look at all of that, all of the different departments and stuff like that. over here a whole bunch of surgery wards and stuff like that. And then we go down by one, there's another one, massive, another one, and another one. I mean, that's pretty crazy. I think you would agree, running a hospital like this will just be crazy. I mean, you would not be able to handle each and every one of the individual patients yourself. You know, you would have to basically rely on your doctors a bit, and obviously that wouldn't be a problem if you have like very skilled doctors, you know, like obviously you guys by now understand, like if you hire a doctor, the higher that their skill is for that specific department to 100%, the better they then are. But their salary also is then higher, obviously. So if you have an anesthesiologist and the anesthesiologist is only 20% or 30% effective, or the skill is only 30% or whatever, then a patient can die during surgery, and then you get sued, you will lose income. So that is why it's pretty important to be in control of the majority of the cases. And then if you screw up and a patient dies, then that's just, you know, that's unavoidable. But you try to avoid unnecessary deaths and misdiagnoses by taking control of the individual cases, as I've done through 90% of this video. It's much better to control it yourself, but like I say, eventually you're not going to be able to control everything yourself, simply because you're going to keep on growing your hospital. So yeah, in my opinion, the game is pretty good. There are problems with it. Like I said, I would really like to be able to simply drag and drop a wall like you can do in the Sims games. Simply drag and drop a wall or move stuff around easy. So the building mechanic, this whole building thing is just quite unwieldy, to be honest. It can be much better. Like, the building mechanic in Sims is fantastic, honestly. Electronic Arts, despite being a very shitty company, have made a very good game, a very good Sim game in the form of the Sims series. So this game can certainly learn a lot from that. But unfortunately, most of these criticisms that I have will probably not change. Since the game has already been out for 2 or 3 years, they are still releasing DLCs and all of that, but they're not addressing the core problems with the game, you know. More DLCs are not going to fix the building issues and the clunkiness of the building mechanics that there is. So that's the one issue. The other issue is the fact that the game has no full screen borderless option. Literally, you can only choose windowed or full screen. That's all that there is. There's no borderless full screen mode, and that's pretty irritating in my opinion, because I like to alt tab quite a lot, and you can't do that in a full screen game because that minimizes the full screen game, and that's pretty irritating. Other than that, the whole assigning zones to different areas, like on the ground, that's pretty clunky as well, honestly. I would like it to, once again, I'm gonna use Sims as an example. I would like for it to work the way that it works in Sims. In Sims, you simply build the walls and place down the objects that you need, and the AI does the rest. I totally understand that you still have to assign a doctor to a specific room, that's totally fine. I have no problem with that. But all of the other finickiness with you have to assign a reception and a waiting room and a closet and a restroom and a common room, all of that shit, the doctor who is working there should simply automatically choose the closest area, and the patients should simply choose the closest waiting room to the doctor's office, the diagnosis office, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Once again, it's simply small quality of life improvements that could be made to the game, but seemingly the devs are simply cranking out DLCs because they know they will make money from it instead of fixing the core issues with the game. It's not massive issues, but it does cause me, at least, and I'm sure many other players as well, it causes some headaches, to be honest. But otherwise than that, the game is very difficult. It's hard to understand, but if you like that kind of game, then absolutely I can recommend this game to you. The base game costs $25, I believe, and then there's a $6, $6, $8 DLC. So the entire game is gonna cost you around $40, $45. And obviously, as they release more DLCs, the price is going to go up as well for that. But yeah, I can recommend the base game, no problem, for $25. It's really up to you if you enjoy the base game, if you want to purchase the DLCs. I enjoy the game enough to the point where I have purchased the DLCs. The devs just gave me the base game, they didn't give me the DLCs. I purchased the DLCs with my own money. So that is how much I enjoyed this game. Although, like I said, it's certainly not the perfect sim game. There are some issues. But overall, I can totally recommend the game for $25. I think it is quite worth it, and I think you will certainly get a whole bunch of hours of enjoyment out of the game, at least 20 hours or so of enjoyment before you might get bored of the game. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's Project Hospital. Fans of Theme Hospital, the old Theme Hospital game, will certainly love this game as well, although it's quite a bit more difficult. So that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, with all of my reviews, it would be really appreciated if you could head over to my Patreon page and support me on there. It simply allows me to buy more games and review more games for you guys. So you can do that if you enjoyed the video. Other than that, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time.